truck is here. The hounds just let us know. The pups are trying to tell us somebody's on our land that we don't know. Mom, someone's here. Mom, someone's here.
May you always find your way to higher ground. May you always keep your head held up high. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Just the sight of you when I'm at my weakest point makes a world of difference, so you make me strong.
It's okay, it's friends.
Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough,
Like someone's on our land.
shining from within. I can tell that you're tough.
The septic company just arrived and he came and did just a little inspection, and he said that our tank so far looks great and everything is set up the way that it's supposed to. So, oh my goodness, YouTube family, thank goodness. So far, no surprises, because this type of a problem with like your septic, if it's super old, can be an extremely expensive cost, which obviously we don't want to be putting in an entirely new septic system right now while we have big projects coming up that are more exciting to work on the septic system that we have budgeted out. So I didn't really want to use that budget to have to put in a new tank for the toilet, which is like, you know, who wants to do that? All that underground behind the scenes stuff. I would much rather fix up our cottage and finish our renovation stuff that we're doing here at the house with that budget. So far, no surprises. He has about a 200-foot hose here. So he's going to park here up our driveway by our wood pile and then be able to go and open up the hatches to clear everything out.
Water in a cup of love, feel it rising up and above. You will always keep my heart and soul strong. Plant your seeds and watch them grow. The light will always know where to go. You will always keep my heart and soul strong.
So fun. Hand growth all at the same time. All of my trees are getting buds. Spring is in the air today. The cold went away from yesterday. Oh, I love this time of year. I can't believe that was
stop, so I'll get you to flush it again.
I can't believe that was. I told you it came at me like a river in the basement. Holy. That's all in the pipe? Oh my gosh. And we did 3 clear-outs of the basement full of stuff that came from there. Oh my goodness gracious.
Okay, we're laughing now, which is good. The last 72 hours have been so hectic, all my hair fell out.
Yeah, and I turned more gray.
Yeah.
The last 72 hours have literally been crazy. Philip's parents notified us at the beginning of the week that they were going to come for a really quick impromptu few days visit. We weren't supposed to have them here coming till later in the summertime, probably into the early July time frame.
Right.
And so this was just a really quick, like, we miss you. Everyone's missing everybody. We're going to start doing the drive.
It was literally last minute, which
Yeah.
we were so grateful that that was going to take place. We were ecstatic. We were so excited.
We knew that there was so much different in the house right now than when they came with us to drop us off last year in April. Because remember, we got here last year in April, we had no flooring, no heating, no running water. It was thunderstorming in the kitchen pantry room.
Yeah.
There was so many issues when we first moved in. In fact, we didn't even have the key.
No, we came so far from when we first came with mom and dad to the house when we first purchased the house that we were so excited to show them everything that we've done.
Yeah, and they get to see it on clips of the videos because,
Yeah.
of course, they are watching our videos as we're posting them, and we talk to them on FaceTime, and they get to show the sneak peeks behind the scenes. But it's so different when you get to walk in that front door and see really that we've turned this abandoned house into a home, which is something that obviously a year we've gone so many projects through, and we have so much more to go, but there was so much to show them.
Yeah.
But 2 hours into them heading on their 22 hour drive, Philip and I, behind the scenes here, little did they know while they were on their way up here,
Which you know already.
that our septic system decided to completely back up into our basement.
Oh,
And when we
my
say
gosh.
back up into our basement, which is like dirt and gravel, it's not finished. Those of you who have seen our arachnophobia views of our basement,
Yeah.
you know, it just came in like a brook.
Like it's
A few times.
Yeah, it siphoned itself, and then whatever was in the tank and whatever was jammed, which we found out later in this video, our pipe was just jam-packed, and it just took everything in there, just came back into the house.
So we sucked it all out,
Yeah.
filled everything we possibly could to get everything out, and had a plumber come to see if we just had a blockage, because we didn't think that the septic tank was probably necessarily full. We weren't really sure.
Yeah.
And as we mentioned on yesterday's video, we didn't actually know entirely where the septic system was on our property, because
all.
when you buy a house as is, outright like we did, and with no inspections, no everything, you take the risk of not knowing some of this information that normally will be part of the proper way that you would do a sale of a home.
We actually didn't know that if there was even a septic tank or even a proper septic tank.
Yeah, we didn't know any of that, which we knew would be possibly something that we would have to encounter when we got there. But like, you know, the kind of phrase like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. We've
Yeah.
been working on all of the things that needed immediate fixing, and the septic system was seemingly working. And so we thought that's on our to-do list, but it wasn't on our 2 hours into mom and dad driving to-do list.
Oh my
and so
gosh.
when it backed in, not once, not twice, but actually a third time, when just after our plumber left, he was like, you probably have a blockage, but you're also probably full. So we immediately called a septic company to come and pump us out. So good news is they came.
Great news.
We are so happy and so grateful that it is actually a new system that was probably put in maybe 5 to 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Our piping, as some of our YouTube family members commented, was the green, newer piping.
Yeah.
Everything looks perfect.
Oh, everything looks so
He was
good.
happy with how our field was going. He inspected and looked at everything.
The field needs some maintenance.
We were just really full. So
Yeah.
our guess is the previous owners didn't pump it out. Probably got installed when they moved in, when they did some of the exterior renovation of the house, and that they probably lived here for 3 or 5 years and used it. Now we've been here for a year, and it was literally to the brim, including all of our pipes full, all the way right up to literally our toilet pipes and our drain pipes. Everything was full. So once they cleared out the septic tank, then we flushed the toilet inside and ran some water, and nothing was trickling down to come out back into the septic. And he's like, I think you're blocked. So he stuck the hose into the thing and started sucking out all the stuff. And honestly, I feel like there was enough stuff in the pipes to refill the septic tank, because not only did we have that backlog 3 times into our basement, and we know how much we cleared out, the amount of things that came out, and water and everything that came out
Yeah.
was just a large amount that you just don't realize is your pipes can hold a lot. So
Well, also our tank is about 100 feet away from our house. So
Which is
there's 100 feet of pipe underneath the ground that was
just
jam-packed
jam-packed.
full.
So we now have amazing water pressure and
Yeah.
great toilet pressure in the house that we've really never had this whole time that we've been here.
Yeah.
And we know now though that we're going to be
a
switching.
cleaned out brand new septic
This
system.
is true.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been fun if it was a World War II bunker. I would have been happy either way. We were like,
I'm not-
concrete? Oh, yay. But
I'm not crawling in that bunker.
yeah, so we are really happy that obviously we don't have to dip into a budget that we have been saving all year. We've been on a budget to be able to, as you guys know, we purchased about middle of the summer last year, we purchased our little blue sky cottage. And a lot of you have been asking when we're going to be working on the cottage and why we haven't started.
Let's go.
We bought that on a complete whim. We were like, okay, we have this budgeted for this project, but instead of doing that, we could potentially buy this second sort of income property and then wait on it, because we knew there were more important things we had to do here at our house before we would start working on the cottage. And of
Right.
course, Philip and I, with our YouTube content budget, we have to budget out everything that we do for our projects. So everything that you see on our channel channel, Philip and I are, as a family, we are paying for these renovations. We don't have, you know, all these like free supplies just throwing at us to be able to do these renovations.
I wish.
I wish.
Yeah.
If you're out there, companies, please don't. Just kidding.
You can throw, I mean, not directly at me, don't throw anything at me,
But obviously we have to budget for every single project. And so in doing that, we knew that we would have to not work on the cottage right away, get some of the things working in our house here, and then we could get back to the cottage.
Right.
So June is fast around the corner, and we're excited because we are going to be finishing our kitchen pantry here at the house. And then as soon as that's finished, the beginning of June, we are going to be in Little Blue for the summer, getting the cottage completed. Now we have a very short time frame to be able to get, I would say 90% of the projects done in the cottage that we want to do this year.
Right.
And you'll see why later on, but we have a really exciting list of projects. Literally, this is an empty shell. There's nothing hooked up. There's nothing there. Yeah, it looks a little different, I think, than when you guys saw it last, now that it's taken on a winter here in Nova Scotia. Lots to do.
You know what I am going to do, though, when we first get there? I'm going to check out the septic
system, which we do know has been inspected and is a newer septic system.
And we know where it is.
Because we had that figured out when we purchased that property. We didn't buy it the same way that we bought this. So we didn't want to have to tap into the budget of fixing up our cottage starting in June to put in a new septic system here at the house. And so when everything blew, we're like, oh no, are we going to lose fixing up Little Blue this summer, or are we going to be, you know, having to put in the new septic? So we're so happy to be able to tell you that we didn't have to dip into that budget. Philip digging and finding the septic tank saved us approximately $1,000 plus tax, plus $125 an hour with an excavator, which we don't even know how it would have gotten to where we actually found the septic tank.
It would have taken a little bit of work to get the excavator back there too. So
overall, I think probably our final bill to actually have this like come and sucked out and everything was just over $600, as opposed to several $1,000s. And so we're all like, yay, Philip for the win.
I actually yesterday, I didn't think I would ever be so happy about crap in my life, but yesterday I was so happy. First off, that the septic system is clean and good and new.
We can flush toilets and run water now.
Yeah, but that we didn't incur a whole bunch of cost in the fixing of what was the issue.
No one wants to put their budget into like something that's under the ground behind the scenes. We would much rather start being able to build up the cottage and put it towards things that you actually get to enjoy and see, and not just like, I mean, yesterday getting the toilets working, we were having full enjoyment flushing the toilet yesterday after a few days without all those things, but that is short-lived, and we want to be able to fix up the cottage. So we're so happy that we were able to do that, and like teamwork makes the dream work. We were able to get like companies on the phone right away, and out where we are, it's really hard to get things to happen like quickly like that. This company was hands down absolutely amazing, from the main secretaries we called to the gentlemen that came to help us. They put our stress at ease over the whole situation so we could laugh through it and be punny and make all of the poop jokes that you could possibly imagine over the weekend, some of which you can read in yesterday's comment section. You guys knew we like puns, and
my God,
there was quite a few of them in there, and we were dying laughing yesterday. So
our comment section, our YouTube family definitely helps ease the stress a bit, so thank you so much.
So we're happy to be able to show you that this is all just sort of like part of this adventure that we've taken, buying the house the way that we bought it, living where we are super rurally, and just sort of like when you buy an abandoned home like this, there are so many obstacles that come along the way, and how you deal with them and how the problems kind of resolve themselves sometimes or don't. We want to be able to show you everything that's happening. So this was just another thing that we know now it doesn't need to be fixed, and we can mark that off the to-do list. Just happened at bad timing. But the good news is our mom and dad are here, and the boys were so excited. We surprised them off the school bus, and they saw Nan and Papa's car, and they were like, they had no idea they were coming. We managed to keep it in a vault for a couple days, which was like incredibly hard. So we are actually going to be working. We have them here for a couple days, and there's a project that we've been wanting to do on the property that we haven't done yet. And Nan and Papa are here, so we are going to be working on a project today. The sun is shining, the skies are blue, the septic is working, and we are going to work on this, I was gonna say like a keepsake project here on the property with the boys, Nan and Papa, which you guys will see on tomorrow's video. So thank you guys for always cheering us on, whether it's a poopy situation or an exciting build. we are so happy and thankful to have you guys part of our YouTube family.
Yeah.
I want to say again, thank you for everyone who sends us the messages, just trying to like keep our spirits up when things like this happen. You guys are incredible, and we're so grateful for all of you. So we're gonna go enjoy this amazing day with Mom and Dad and the boys, and we will see you on tomorrow's episode. We love you.